And a very good Thursday morning to you, November the 9th, 2017. Boy, it has been a week. It's flown by, I tell you what. It's the truth. But thankfully, Pepe Reynolds Jr. keeps me well equipped and ready for the day. And it's cold out there, so I recommend a whole lot of coffee. For real. I mean, or cocoa, if that's your thing, or tea. I won't discriminate against anyone's particular likes or dislikes. So I roll. My name is Jim Baumgartner, and I do thank you very much for tuning in this morning to the Daily News Hour. Again, it's cold out there. It's hovering right between 32 and 33. And I know coming in this morning, boy, there was a whole lot of frost on the truck. So nothing better than waiting on your vehicle to warm up. Fun stuff. And we've got a lot of fun stuff for you today, as a matter of fact. Oh, gosh. This whole week, we've been giving our salute and tribute to the veterans out there, past, present, and future. And it's been a great week. We're giving away a copy of Bret Baier's 3 Days in January, the final mission of Dwight Eisenhower, or Dwight Eisenhower's final mission. Pardon me there. You still have a chance to win by going over to our Facebook page, like, share, and follow both the Daily News Hour show page and the Jack Entertainment LLC page. We truly appreciate it as we continue to grow with the intent of growing more locally originated programming. That's what we're after. Now, when I say past, present, and future veterans, well, one of the other things that I'm talking about are in the future, meaning the young guys and gals. And one particular group would be the Boy Scouts of Troop 60 and the Cub Scouts of Troop 160. Make sure I get that right. That I've been talking about this week, who's going to be doing the flag retirement ceremony this Saturday at First Presbyterian Church at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, and again, I'm going to cover that again because it's a fantastic and patriotic event that I hope everyone will participate in, just to observe. It's really cool, and it's really great to see these young folks learning that patriotism is okay. It's a good thing, actually. And this past summer, I got the opportunity to help kind of do a little pushing and promoting for the gang because they had an awesome opportunity to go out to Mobile, Alabama, and spend the night here. Now, there you go. See that? I'll give you a better look at it here in a little bit. Right there. Well, Corey Gonzalez, who is the son of a friend of mine, Brett Gonzalez. Anyway, they came by yesterday and brought me that picture of the boys there. And that's awesome. How cool is that? Yeah. So anyway, we're going to talk to Corey here in just a moment and recap the experience and how that whole thing came about. Plus a whole lot more. I've got word from, or a Veterans Day message from Congressman Steve Womack, as well as, we've got all kinds of stuff. The library event with Gene Hankins at the Boone County Library coming up today at 4. Learn more about that. And just a whole lot of fun stuff packed in as well. And my pen just attacked my earbud. I love that earbud cable. So anyway, let's take another quick look at the weather. We'll be right back, and let's get this show on the road right here on K26. And a very good Thursday morning to you. Welcome back to the Daily News Hour with me, Jim Baumgartner, on K26, over the air on the cable systems, and of course online on Facebook, streaming this thing out there for all the world to see as we celebrate Veterans Day this whole week, and especially the things that are happening here in Boone County. Again, like I told you, it's been a salute of past, present, and future veterans, and this one, I'm telling you, this one is so super cool. I've had the opportunity for many years now to work alongside the Boy Scout trying to document some of their events and fun stuff, thanks to Den Leader and also Deputy Prosecuting Attorney in Boone County, the 14th Judicial District, West Bradford. Great guy, brought me into the mix to do some stuff with the guys, and I've had fun with that over the years. And this one was really cool because it was a great opportunity for the boys to do something that very few people ever get to do. So let me first start up with a flashback. Let's go back to July of this year, where the boys were needing to raise some money for this really awesome trip that ended up in a photograph that they all signed, by the way, but a photograph that is so full of awesome memories. But this is how the ball got rolling.
Tractor Supply is big in community involvement, and we have had a great relationship with FFA and 4-H for many years. And for me, I've always enjoyed the Boy Scouts, you know, meeting at the store, coming up here and doing fundraisers and stuff like that.
Now, this Saturday, July 1st at 11 a.m., we're going to be holding a fundraiser here at Tractor Supply in the parking lot outside.
We're going to be doing silent auctions. You can win a one-day pontoon rental, a juicer, a milkshaker, coupons to Colton's.
We're going to be grilling hot dogs, hamburgers, we'll serve chips, I think possibly cookies. Not sure about drinks yet, but it is a fundraiser for the Webelows at Cub Scout Pack 160 here in Harrison. They're raising the funds for a trip to Mobile, Alabama to tour and sleep overnight on the USS Alabama battleship in Mobile.
This trip is going to be so awesome for us and everybody else coming is because we're going to be carpooling in a van. And plus, it's probably a haunted battleship, and it's going to be creepy and fun to sleep in.
We might be going somewhere new we haven't gone to, and we'll get to sleep on a battleship that's not haunted.
But it should be a very fun and exciting trip for these young men, but also educational. They're going to see a lot of American history, and we're just hoping for a good turnout for the fundraiser and really appreciate the support.
And so that's how it began on this particular adventure that landed me with this fantastic picture. I'm serious. I'll do a scan and put it up on the page later. But it was really cool, and it was great because, again, the boys with that pack, they're really good kids. And I like working with good kids. I'll be honest with you. If you're a bad kid, I don't like it. But if you're a good kid, boy, howdy, do I want to help promote and encourage you to continue to do good things. Girls too. Boys, girls. I like all kids, as long as they're good kids. Again, bad kids, no. It's the way Jim rolls, everybody. But with that said, now in the video, holding the Colton's coupons, that was Corey Gonzalez, and he and his dad, Brett, swung by yesterday and brought me my very own personalized copy of the photo of them aboard the USS Alabama. And that was super cool and super sweet. And I finally got a chance. We're going to do a little bit more about the whole experience, but I got the chance to kind of put Corey on the spot to talk about the trip. And it was funny because I didn't think about it until just now. He was really in the fundraising part. He was pretty stoked about just the van ride. And apparently that's one of the things that stuck too.
So tell us about the trip and where you went and how it all went down.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how many states we went through, but we went through a lot, and it was a long drive there, and we felt really accomplished when we got there.
And what exactly were you guys doing?
We were heading to Mobile, Alabama to spend the night on the USS Alabama for a scout trip.
Very cool. Now this is a pretty cool experience because not everybody gets to hang out overnight inside of a big battleship.
Nope.
What was your most favorite thing that you got to do there?
All the beds. The beds, most definitely. They were 7 feet off the ground, the highest. That was pretty fun. And the cannons, getting to crawl in there and see, like, it was just so big. I didn't expect it to be, like, that big. Bigger than... Where they loaded the shell into the cannon was bigger than our entire room. So that was pretty neat. And then we got to very top in the crow's nest. And we looked around. It was pretty neat up there. You could see, like, at night there was this big tower that you could see, and it was all lit up and stuff.
Awesome. So, are you going to be participating in Saturday's flag retirement?
Yes.
Very cool.
And if you're not smiling after that, you know what? Again, the efforts of Pepe Reynolds Jr. to warm me up are nice, but what Corey did there warmed my heart so much. That's great stuff. So again, shout out to the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts and the Girl Scouts who been doing so many great things around the community, and the den leaders, and they do a great job with these kids. So if you're not familiar with the local Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and Cub Scouts for your kids, take a look, because these are a really great group of people all the way across the board, and I highly endorse them. We're going to take a little quick break, see what all is going on around the area today and the rest of the week, and of course this weekend. But before we do that, that's actually what we're going to do. Before we get back, sorry, I'm gushing. It was fun watching the kids have fun. Anyway, coming up after this little short break, we're going to talk with Gene Hankins over at the Boone County Library to learn more about their Art for the Veterans project, coming up this afternoon at 4 o'clock at the Boone County Library. Stand by. And welcome back to the Daily News Hour with Jim Bumgarner right here on K26. It is 33 and cold this morning, so warm up however you can, hopefully with a smile on your face. That's what I would love to see. But it's going to be a great day, as a matter of fact, because there is so much stuff going on all over the area, and I'm very fortunate when I get the opportunity for folks to share information about those things, such as another, and I love saying that, another event happening over at the Boone County Library. And I got to tell you, you want to go to the most hopping joint in town? It's the library, and I'm really glad to say that, as a matter of fact, because every time I go over there looking to like talk to Gene or any other gals and fellows over there about stuff coming up, there's always people in there. I mean, it's great. It really is. And a fine example of the work that's being done by everyone over there, but especially, yes, I'll put you on a pedestal, especially my pal Jean Hankins. She is the outreach coordinator for the library, and she is always on the move, along with everything else she's involved with, between House of Hope, the Hope Cottages, the CCM, all this stuff. Great stuff. She's a great gal. Glad to call her a friend of mine. And I want to talk to her about this Art for Veterans project that's coming up this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Check it out.
It's an after-school program put on by the Children's Department, and Miss Hannah is our Children's Department manager. And that particular after-school program, that's for the 6 to 13-year-olds. But, Jim, you know that we don't, like, make a kiddo come in and say, okay, how old are you? Show me your ID. That's not going to happen, okay? We're always going to make people welcome, no matter what age they are, no matter what program we have. We're just going to make sure that they know that the library's for them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we're going to have everything already set out for people to make cards for our veterans. And maybe we're actually going to be the ones who send them, and we just hope that it puts a smile on a veteran's face to know, hey, you're not forgotten. We care about you. And for a child to do it, it's also raising them right, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
It's just raising them right, raising them to respect the flag, to respect the United States of America. You don't know, we may be raising future airmen or maybe a Navy SEAL in there. We don't know. So really, that's all it is. It's just about encouraging our veterans.
And that is a fantastic program and one of so many going on at the Boone County Library. Excuse me. Let me show you. If you haven't had the opportunity to sign up to receive their newsletter via email, be sure to swing by. Well, you could do that, but also go by. And the library, they have this wonderfully put together, colorful newsletter that's got all the stuff going on. And as you'll see, there are multiple pages here because there are so many multiple things going on. And the majority of them, let me get back in camera. Jamie, you're on television, boy. There's so many things, and they're free to the public. How awesome is that? It's amazing. And along with the walls and walls and walls of books that you have, they've also got the digital readers that you can check out. And that library is massive of the books that you can download for the readers. Plus that you can rent movies out there, cost you absolutely nothing. And then, of course, the computers you can use if you need to make resumes or just check things out online. It's absolutely amazing, the resources inside of the Boone County Library. You got to figure, gang, we are a very small county overall, and to have that much into a public library here is remarkably impressive, and again, a fantastic asset that is, it's just amazing. And again, another thing, let me pull this graphic up real quick. I say quick, as quick as I can possibly click, gang. And here we go. And because it kind of ties in. And I clicked the wrong button. Let me try that again. Anyway, we're doing a book giveaway. You've heard about that, right? I've talked about it a little here and there. And I'm going to talk about it again because guess what? It's awesome to win free stuff. And it's also awesome to win free stuff that rocks. And this right here is our Veterans Day giveaway, where we're giving away a copy of Bret Baier's 3 Days in January, Dwight Eisenhower's Final Mission. It is an absolutely fantastic read, and all you have to do to win is hop on over to Facebook, like, follow, and share both the Daily News Hour and the Jack Entertainment LLC page. I've got an event page created for the book giveaway, so you can find all those links right there. Really, really simple. And you're helping us grow. Costs you absolutely nothing, no obligation. No one will call you or anything along those lines. But it's great. And again, this is the hardback. This is the hardback dust jacket and all. Great, fantastic read. And in salute to Veterans Day, I have so much love and respect for President Eisenhower that I love being able to share this particular book with you. So be sure to slide over and get yourself signed up to win this thing. Let's play and have some fun in the mornings. We're going to totally do that a lot in the days, weeks, months, and hopefully years to come. That's true. We're going to take another quick break, take a look at the weather real fast. Where to go? There you are, weather. So we're going to take a look at the weather, and then we're going to come back and get a special Veterans Day message from Congressman Steve Womack as the Daily News Hour continues. .33 and the sun is shining out there all throughout the Ozarks and north central Arkansas. Go get you some, and you're going to need a lot of it because, again, it's 33 degrees, man. It's cold out there. But we're going to warm up today. Look for a high of 60. So it's one of those days you start off with a coat, and then by the end of the day, you're like, man, I don't need this coat. But, you know, memories, they fade, I guess. But don't worry. In the morning, you'll be reminded again of exactly how cold it is. So, wait a minute. Where'd you go? All right, here we go. Let's go back over here, and we got a special message, a Veterans Day message, as a matter of fact, from 3rd District Congressman, which is our district, people, Steve Womack. And I've had the opportunity to chat with Steve over the years, from before he won to after he won. And I got to tell you, he won me over. He really did. The man has won me over because at first I wasn't a big fan. Really wasn't. And as time has went on and the way he's proven himself up there in Washington, he's stuck to his word and stuck to his guns. And then when he came to coming back down to the district, which he does quite frequently all over the place, holding town halls and coffees and things like that, just so he can speak to you and I to find out what we really think about what's happening versus just talking points handed down from the party. Man does a good job. Anyway, and some other things that he's done that I'm very appreciative of. But one of the things that I do salute him on is he's very sincere in his dedication to veterans. And he himself is a veteran, and he prepared this special message that I'm glad to be able to share with you right now.
Hi, I'm Congressman Steve Womack of Arkansas. Throughout history, men and women from all walks of life have served their country in uniform. You see, protecting the freedoms that we all enjoy is something near and dear to the hearts of all who serve. I'm reminded of the quote of John Stuart Mill, an English philosopher in the 19th century, who said that war is an ugly thing, but it's not the ugliest of things. He goes on to say that the decayed and degraded state of moral and patriotic feeling which thinks nothing is worth a war is much worse. It's in this spirit that I offer my thanks and appreciation to my fellow veterans for your service, your sacrifice, and your selfless commitment to protecting the principles and the freedoms that we all cherish. This Veterans Day, we honor you and we thank you.
Congressman Steve Womack there, sending out that special video message to all of everyone everywhere, but especially right here in the 3rd District. And again, I truly thank you, Congressman Womack, for these type of outreaches because, you know, it's funny, man. It's like these guys are really busy. You wouldn't know it if you just follow the national news, and there are times that some of them take too many days off. But this guy right here, Womack, I've seen him working, and I truly appreciate that. I truly do. Let's see what else we've got going on here. I got some other fun stuff coming up, but the funnest thing that I could possibly share with you is that big contest I had teased earlier in the week that's come to the viewing area. Well, specifically Boone County. Sorry, gang out there in Newton and Searcy and Baxter and Mary. I apologize. This contest here is specifically to folks in Boone County. It's mainly a logistics thing, but you never know what the future will hold. So people in Boone County, listen up. You're going to like totally dig this. And I think it's a remarkable amount of fun. And, you know, hey, you know me, I'm all about fun. And I'm also about getting great stories, and I see a lot of great stories coming from this one. Jim, get to it. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the Jerry Jackson Realty 2017 Holiday Home Makeover. You don't want to miss this, gang, and it's your opportunity. Perhaps, say your parents, or maybe your grandparents, or friends you know, or somebody you work with. You've been over to their house, and you're like, dude, this is like not 1963. Fix this. Or it's not 1970s avocado green anymore, man. It's passé. It's out of style. Get gone. Well, here's your opportunity to nominate them to get a complete home makeover. This is going to be fun. I mean, you've seen those national shows, but those are great, but they're nowhere near as fun because they're not happening here, and this one is. It's open to any homeowner. That's key. Homeowner here in Boone County. Okay, so don't let certain Buzz beat you in thinking it's a Harrison thing. No, no, this is all anyone in Boone County can submit, and it's very easy to do. Hop on to Facebook and swing over to just look up the Jerry Jackson 2017 Holiday Home Makeover event page. You can find those links on the Daily News Hours page as well as the Jack Entertainment LLC page, and get in there. Find out. All you got to do though is you'll send your name, phone number, and who you're submitting and why you think they would really enjoy and appreciate a home makeover this holiday season. That's it. That's all you got to do. Now, if you're not online, don't worry. All that exact same information you can just write down on a letter and take over to the Jerry Jackson Realty office at 1309 Main Street in Harrison, and just drop it off. We'll get your name in the hat. We'll be taking submissions from now all the way through November 21st at 11:59, and then at midnight we stop because we're going to the drawing on November the 22nd live from Jerry Jackson Realty's office, again in Harrison, Arkansas. And that's where we're going to do the drawing and let everybody know who won. Then that's when the magic happens. Everybody gets to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. One person in particular is going to have a very, very good Thanksgiving. And the process will begin. And the folks at Jerry Jackson Realty are handling all of this. And they're going to sit down with you, figure out exactly what you'd like to see happen, and some suggestions, this, that, and the other. And then hopefully everything will be wrapped up by December the 18th. And as you go into your Christmas with your family, you're going to have something to really wow them with. And it's going to be just a whole lot of fun. So the 2017 Jerry Jackson Realty Holiday Home Makeover. Get your submissions in. Let's have some fun. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. All of them. Because I love seeing the fun coming around these parts. I do. Anyway, okay, it's 27 minutes into the hour. We are looking at sunshine. What's that? But it's still cold. So we're hovering around that 33, 34 degree mark. But it's going to warm up somewhat today to a high of 60. So again, grab a coat this morning, tie it around your waist this afternoon, but keep it in the car because you're going to need to get tomorrow. Because Arkansas, just think 5 days ago on Sunday, we were in the 80s. Yes, it is so true that when it comes to the weather in Arkansas, if you don't like it, stick around in 5 minutes. It'll change. You know, that's not a stereotype. It's the truth. And we're going to come back with more fun and truth in just a few moments right here on the Daily News Hour with Jim Bumgarner. And that was abrupt. It's 34. It's sunny. It's going to be a beautiful day all throughout north central Arkansas and the Ozarks. So I hope you have plans alongside work that will allow you to have some fun. I hope you do. I really, really do. Oh, don't forget, tonight we are going into the fourth night of the Mountain Home Lions Club live radio and television auction from 6 until 10 p.m. right here on K26, and also I believe it's out there online, so you can check it all out and see the items that are still up for grabs. And it's a fantastic fundraiser, and it was great actually. Last night when I was channel surfing around, I popped across, and there was Gil Reynolds. Normally Gil is behind the scenes making the magic happen around these parts, but there he was in front of the camera, stellar in his performance. Maybe he'll do it again tonight. Tune in and find out. Gil Reynolds on television. Buddy, you've seen Dan for years, and occasionally Ian will sneak in. But when you get that rare glimpse of Gil in the wild, well, the wild of television, It's an opportunity you don't want to pass up. It continues tomorrow night as well from 6 until 10 p.m. live. So be sure to check that out. Of course, another live television thing that's happening and just started here soon is Dale Hoffman's Down on the Corner. You can catch him at 7 a.m. right here on K26 and also stream live to the Hometown Television Facebook page. So you don't want to miss that. It's a great show. Dale, as always, and has been for a decade, keeping you folks out there in Mountain Home and Baxter County and that surrounding area there informed of what's happening, talking with the movers and the shakers and the plan makers. It's a good show. It really is. And there's a lot of great guests because apparently Dale's not as antisocial as I am because I don't want anybody standing over here by me. I like being alone in a darkened room with one light bulb on my head. No, actually, I do. I kind of dig this. It's easy when you don't, because you know how hard it would be for Peppy Reynolds Jr. to have to make coffee for all those guests that Dale has. Poor guy would work himself to death. And again, I want to push, promote, plug, and encourage you. Get over there on Facebook or call into the station at 870-741-4891 to drop your name and phone number into the hat to win Bret Baier's 3 Days in January, Dwight Eisenhower's Final Mission. A fantastic book anytime, but I think even better for Veterans Day as a giveaway. So be sure to do that. And what else we got? Oh, okay. All right. Now this is a little different, I'll admit, because normally I really don't do things like this. And what I'm talking about, this is an obituary. Okay, and I normally don't do these type of things, but yesterday at my other part of the day job, my buddy and co-worker for the past 9 years, Tracy Rogers, had texted me and asked if I could put a couple videos on DVD for her. When you're that guy, that's what happens. Anyway, but it was because coming up Saturday is a celebration of life ceremony at 2 o'clock over at Holt Memorial Chapel for her uncle, who passed away here recently. And I was like, sure, no problem, Trey, I'll take care of it. And I did, and I watched the videos. You got to kind of do that when you do these things. Anyway, I watched it, and this guy was such a character, and I had no idea that, number one, he was Tracy's uncle, or that he was around. And his name is Howard Gene Heffley, also known as the Ozark Monk. Now, again, he was born December 25th, 1933, had a wonderful, full, and colorful life, and was, if you go over to the Harrison Daily Times, you can pull up the obituary for Howard Gene Heffley, and you should, because he's quite the character and quite the cat. And these videos that Tracy wanted me to put on DVD for, you know, I was like, Tracy, you gotta let me share these with the audience, because these are great, and I can see. I put it like this: most obituaries are pretty, you know, positive and respectful, but this one was glowing with this man's personality. And then I saw the videos, and I'm like, wow, this guy was so much fun. I feel terrible that I never got the opportunity to meet him, but again, thankfully, you know, there's video of something really cool that he does. So now here is Howard, and let me pull this first one up here. And this is so great, and I mean this with all absolute respect to celebrate life. And this is Howard doing why people loved Howard so much.
Papa had a great big billy goat, Mammy washed most every day. She hung her clothes out on that line, that darned old goat, he came that way. He jerked down that old flannel skirt, should have heard them buttons crack. I'll get even that son of a gun, I'll tie him across the railroad track. Look, tied him across the railroad track. Here come a train that'll boot him away. He belched up that old flannel shirt. He flagged down the darned old freight. That was my first song I ever heard Daddy sing me. I was about 7-year-old, and he got me in his lap. He said, son, I want to sing you a song now. Don't never forget it. I said, okay, Paul, let it go. So that's it. There it is.
Howard Gene Heffley there. Again, celebration of life ceremony, 2 o'clock Saturday at Holt Memorial Chapel in Harrison. But, you know, again, like I said, I normally don't do things like this, but it's such a, again, he's my pal's uncle, but just such a colorful character. And now here's the one that made me go, looky here, because he's also wrote a book and some other things that he has done in his life that were really fantastic. But you got to see this one. You got to see this. Watch this. Now, once again, we revisit with Howard, and he has a card trick that absolutely knocked my socks off. I can't tell you how many times I've watched this, and I still haven't figured out how he pulled this off. But I'm glad he recorded this. Watch close.
All right, boys, I'm going to deal you a royal flush here now. This is a new deck, got 52 cards in it, and I'm going to deal you a royal flush. And I might be the best in the world if nobody ever do this. And this will blow people's mind right here now, boys. I'm going to come out here with a royal flush. There's Rick.
I have no idea how he pulled that trick off because he was shuffling, man, and that was just fantastic. Howard Gene Heffley there. Celebration of Life, Saturday at 2 at Holt Memorial Chapel. And again, my sincere condolences to Tracy Rogers and her family on the loss of her uncle. But I am so glad to have seen that little snippet that was captured. And it's out there on YouTube, so you can look it up. But I just found that great. And that's another thing, you know, with all the things that are happening with all this technology and stuff, and everybody's got a video production room in their pocket. Take the time, shoot the video, shoot the photos, save them up, put them somewhere, because you know not everybody has a museum right down the street. But then again, maybe you do. Speaking of which, in case you missed the show yesterday, we had a couple glitchy things that came about that I'll share that information online as to what happened to give you some insight if you're doing some stuff online to keep you from having that same problem. Come over to the Daily News Hour and we'll talk about it. But the thing that we want to do right now is take another quick look at the events going on, because there's a lot of stuff happening this afternoon and this evening in the Harrison and Boone County area that you don't want to miss. And then when we come back, we're going to catch up on some of the other Veterans Day activities that are happening around here. And a very good Thursday morning to you. November the 9th, 2017 is what the calendar says, and it never lies. You may look at it cockeyed and get a little sideways on it, but it's going to always shoot you straight, and it ain't letting up either. You want to talk about an incredible offensive lineman calendar. It'll take you there, whether you want it or not. So to embrace every single day that you have, kids, because you ain't getting it back. So take advantage of it. But thankfully, we can look back, and when we get the opportunity to look back at things in the past, that you know, we learn from it, and we can grow from it, and we can do so much with that knowledge. And thankfully, here in Boone County, we have an incredible resource at the Boone County Heritage Museum, located downtown over on Cherry Street in the old high school building next door to the current district administrative building. Okay, so but inside of the old museum, third floor, it is chock full of World War I, II, Korea, Vietnam, modern era military uniforms, relics, magazines, and newspapers. I love those because it's one thing to see the headline when something happened, but then look to the left, look to the right, and see what else was peripherally happening at that same time. And when you could put all these things in context, it really, that's what will make history exciting for you. I promise. Try it. If you're bored with history, you don't like history, you think it's meh, whatever, yeah, do that. Try it. and see the contemporaries that happened around the headlines. It's really neat. And again, this being our Veterans Day tribute all week long here at the Daily News Hour, this was very cool to discover with my pal Tonette Madison as far as another collection that is there at the museum that is so wonderful and unique. And it was these were captured in 2005 and interviewed by the Harrison High School students that year. And they sat down with a bunch of veterans to get their stories. And Tom, I'll tell you more about that.
If you'll come with me, I want to show you one of our greatest treasures here at the museum. It's right this way. Now, this isn't one of our oldest artifacts by no means. This was put here in 2005, and that may not seem like a very long time ago, but each and every one of these binders is priceless. In 2005, the high school started a Veterans History Project, and students actually went and interviewed veterans. We have 212 interviews with World War II veterans, and I believe 39 interviews with Korean War veterans. I can't tell you how valuable these have become over the years. Unfortunately, when someone passes, I've seen it happen time and time again. They come and say, can we borrow that binder that we put together? Because we just realized that's the only thing we have Grandpa's voice on. Because a lot of them have videotapes or cassette tapes of the actual interviews. A lot of them have photographs. And in most cases, it's the veterans' own words of their experiences during the war. So there are plenty, like I said, there's over 200 of them. They're absolutely priceless. And the fact that they're so relatively new should serve to show us that preserving history each and every day is important. I thought this was timely since we have Veterans Day coming up on Saturday, and we're open Saturday. So if anybody out there would like to come down and join us, we'll be here 10 to 4. Come and see us.
Another thing about the collection, there is an index that is available, so you can actually look through all the names and see who all is listed there, and it's fantastic. One of the things that I think would be neat, and I may try to pursue in the coming year, is how fun would it be to revisit and get the respect of the students from 2005, because like I say, you spring chickens aren't so springy anymore. Welcome to the real world. But I would love to get their perspective on sitting down and talking with a lot of these ladies and gentlemen. I think it's neat. I think it's very, very neat. And again, remember, the Boone County Heritage Museum is open Monday and Tuesday, closed Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And they have a lot of events that do take place over there from time to time, especially the last Monday at the month is the Monday at the museum. And they do a special presentation and feature. And it's really cool stuff. It really is. So check that out, Boone County Heritage Museum. Say hi to my pal Tonette Madison, and check out. You will be, if you've never been there, you're going to get your socks knocked off with what all's in there as far as the collections. What is this? Let me stop that. That was an alarm telling me, Jim, move along or wake up. But you know what? Doing well on the wake up part, and we're moving right along, as a matter of fact. And what I would like to do at this time, again, because this is that time of the show where we're at the back end, and some of you guys who just now got here missed the front end. And again, I got to apologize. There was a wee bit of a hiccup yesterday that I'll share with you online as to what happened and how you can go about not letting it happen to you. It was a little thing, but it's one of those little things that when they hiccup tech-wise, it becomes a big old pain in the posterior. But what I'd like to share with you now, first off, real quick look at the weather. It's 44 minutes into the hour. It's 34 degrees. The sun is out, and it's going to warm up to 60, but then drop back down to 33 by tomorrow morning when we meet up again. So there's your weather. It's going to be nice. No precipitation in the forecast. There. Done. Now, I want to take you back out with me one more time for my little walk around that I did over at the Boone County Courthouse at the courtyard, because you know, a lot of folks don't realize the memorials that are there, and they cover the Civil War, the Spanish, and that one's more modern. It was put up about 1986, I believe, but there's some older ones there that celebrate the Spanish-American War and Boone County's connection there, as well as World War I. and of course World War II, and Vietnam, and the War on Terror. I mean, it's all there, and it's very reflective, very respectful, and very neat to see. So let's lace up your shoes, kids. Go for a walk with me. So that was my little quick stroll around the Boone County Courtyard that I encourage all of you to take yourself. Grab your camera, or don't. Just walk around, take a look. Check it all out. It's very, very neat. And in that new display, the glass case there where it's got everything laid out, all the names and such of the memorial brick walk there leading up to the main memorial proper. That's just neat. It really is. And so it was funny. I've been out there, I don't know how many times over the years, and it was just a couple months that I actually noticed it. So I'm just as guilty as anyone else of letting the scenery kind of blend in. But there's some really cool stuff to check out, and I encourage you to do so. And to be able to do so around Veterans Day, well, there's a theme for you. People work well with themes and organization, and there you go. People also work well with having some fun, and we got lots of fun going on this weekend. As a matter of fact, there's going to be the community flag line that'll be going on down and around town, showing some support to the veterans, and that's pretty cool. And then, of course, Saturday at 1 at First Presbyterian Church, the Boy Scouts hosting their flag retirement ceremony. And then on Sunday, my pals with Mid-States Wrestling are going to be holding a benefit show, if you will, with proceeds going to benefit the Harrison American Legion. And that is going to be a fantastic show because those guys always do a fantastic show at the Boone County Fairgrounds, Boone County / Northwest Arkansas District Fairgrounds, you know, over there by 62, 65, and 7 there. You know where it's at, right across from Dairy Queen. See? Now I know you know. Right down the road. Anyway, it's going to be a fun event. It's for a great cause, and it's great family fun, and it comes from the heart. And I got that captured, as a matter of fact, from the true statement and testimony from my pal, the Space Cowboy, Jason Jones.
What we're going to do is a Super Sunday show. And around this time of year, it's always good, especially when you're competing with college football and everything else. We just wanted to take one. We've done a Sunday show before, and we drew pretty good. So just wanted to kind of test the water, see how Sunday show would go. And the reason we picked that particular weekend is it's Veterans Day weekend. So the proceeds from the event are going to benefit the Harrison American Legion. So that's awesome. They're going to be there. We're going to present them with a check and all that good stuff. And it's all the, tickets are counted down and all that good stuff. So I really stacked this card. I've got guys from all over come in. Like the best guys that I could round up, within an 8-state region. They're coming in to do this show. And it's going to be, that's my thing. It's a really, really good cause. My stepfather's a member of the Harrison American Legion, and they do some great things for the community. And we want to try to give back. We want to try to give back to this area. This area's been good to us, and we want to be good to this area. Picking a good cause to which some of the ticket proceeds are going to go back to, and let's keep tickets to death. Let's do it on Veterans Weekend. What an honor to honor those that have served, for us.
And again, tickets are still available at Edwards Grocery in Harrison. And so swing on by, say hi to Brian and Susan and everybody over there. Good folks. And they've got tickets available for you. If you can't make it over there and you like, man, I need those tickets, you can go online to the Mid-States Wrestling page and they can get you the phone number that you need to call in or the online order form. Or if you're going to wait till the very last minute, show up at the door at 5 o'clock on Sunday and come on in and have some fun. Like I said, great. It's going to a great cause, but it's a great show for the whole family. The guys really do wonders. And the athleticism alone is quite admirable, really and truly. Again, I want to talk about the big book giveaway. Let me find my handy-dandy graphic here that tells you everything you need to know about said book giveaway. And again, this is Bret Baier's 3 Days in January, talking about Dwight Eisenhower's final mission. And this is when he met up with President Kennedy when things were getting really not good with Cuba back in those days. To win a copy of the book, all you have to do is like us, follow, and share both the Daily News Hour page and the Jack Entertainment LLC, who provided the book. That's it. Like, follow, share. And if you do not have Facebook, again, I have no intentions of ever alienating anyone in the broadcast audience. You can call the studios at 870-741-4891, 870-741-4891, and just drop your name and phone number in the hat and let us know that you want to win this book. That was simple, wasn't it? Of course it was. I like to keep it that way. And another simple contest that is happening now is the Jerry Jackson Realty 2017 Holiday Home Makeover. And this, I'm telling you, gang, I am so stoked about this because it's just a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see who wins and what happens and all that. And that one is also equally easy to win. I mean, can it be this easy? Yes, it can. There's no purchase necessary. There are some requirements that you do have to be or not necessarily you, but the person that you submit does have to be a homeowner. Okay, they have to own the home. All right, so whoever submits, it's got to be the homeowner. It's just, legal reasons. What are you going to do? But if you know that person who's still, again, got the avocado green and shag carpet of the 70s, this may be right up their alley. Or, someone who's got, say there's a senior out there who really needs some repair work done around the house, inside and out. Tell us about it. Let's get their name in the hat, and perhaps they can be the ones who will win this awesome holiday home makeover from Jerry Jackson Realty. I mean, this is going to be a good one. And again, you can sign up and submit online on Facebook via the event page, and also you can send all that same information to Jerry Jackson Realty. Just take it on over there at 1309 Main Street in Harrison, and gosh, let's have some fun because this is really going to be neat. It is 8:55. Wow, the morning has flown by. I'm kind of tired. I'm going to have to get Peppy Jr. to get me another cup because I've got to the bottom of this one. And I need more. I admit that. It's not a problem. It's just the way it is. Let's take a quick break so I can do that, and you could do the same, as a matter of fact. Now, you've only got about 60 seconds, so move quickly, okay? Okay. See you in just a moment. It's 8:56. It's Thursday morning, November the 9th, 2017. I am Jim Baumgartner, and I thank you so very much for joining me again for the Daily News Hour here on K26 over the air, which is my most favorite place, and also the cable systems. We don't mind those either. And, of course, the stream on Facebook. There you go. It's out there. So, on demand. So, you may not even be watching at 8:46 on Thursday, November the 9th. You could be someone in the future. Hello there, future dweller. I hope things turned out well. I do. But just so you know, I hope it's warmer in the future too. It's 34 right now. Sunshine, going to warm up to a high of 60, but we'll dip back down in the morning to right around 33 again. So if you've got outside vegetation, well, if you didn't realize this, you probably don't anymore. Sorry. Anyway, again, I want to give a big shout out to my young pal Corey Gonzalez for bringing me this awesome photo of the Cub Scout Troop 160 out of Harrison, who here not too long ago got an incredible opportunity to go out and stay overnight on the USS Alabama in Mobile, Alabama. And I love this picture. I absolutely do. I love the front and I love the back with everybody's autographs on there. That's awesome. So that's great. And again, go see Corey and all the gang out at this Saturday's flag retirement ceremony at First Presbyterian Church in Harrison. Okay? And now that is going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay? Okay, check it out, because the boys are going to be in their full Class A uniforms, and it's a really cool, touching, moving event. And of course, and they're also working with the VFW of Harrison as well. So those guys will be out there. So not only can you participate in a very cool tradition and proper tradition for flag retirement, but you can get face-to-face, elbow-to-elbow with a lot of great veterans who did their duty to preserve our way of life. I know I do appreciate it. I truly do. And it gives you a chance to say hi to them and show your respect for the thing that they risked it all for, our flag. It's really cool. It really is. Also, don't forget to get signed up for, or sign someone up for the Jerry Jackson Realty Holiday Home Makeover. Slide over to our Facebook page for more information on that. And, of course, again, the book. It's a free book, guys. It's a great one, too. You can win that one. We're going to announce that winner tomorrow. So get it in there before it's all gone. Opportunity, that is. And now we do need to wrap up because, oh, boy, we are so super close to the top of the hour that, well, I better move along because I got more stuff to do. But I've had a ball this morning, gang, and I hope you have had too. And I look forward to talking to you again in the morning right here on K26. Don't forget to get up a little bit earlier and join Dale Hoffman down on the corner at 7. Stick around for me. And then, of course, tonight and tomorrow night, the Lions Club auction is going on live on television here and the radio there on KTLO. Either way it goes, gang. I appreciate you a whole lot. Truly do. And I hope you have a fantastic day. See you later.